Turning our attention right now to another important development also coming from the state of West Bengal. It's part of a series of important decisions being taken by its new chief minister under the BJP this time, Mr. Suvendu Adhikari. Now, he's constituted two key probe committees. One of these will investigate allegations of institutional corruption, including cut money and misuse of government funds, and also corruption in public bodies. The second panel will look into alleged atrocities against scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, and also minority women across different parts of the state, with the IPS officer Damayanti Sen also appointed as a member secretary of the committee concerned. So let me go across to Ridhita for more on this now. Ridhita, two important committees now being constituted by Suvendu Adhikari. Let's talk about the first one, which involves cut money, which was a serious problem during the TMC-led dispensation led by Mamata Banerjee. Mamata Banerjee, in her own public rallies on more than one occasion, had talked about the scourge or the problem of cut money, and she had pulled up some of her own leaders who had been accused of corruption and taking cut money to implement government-related schemes. Now, under a new government led by Suvendu Adhikari, this time by the BJP, they'll be investigating all of these claims, including allegations of corruption. Take us through the details.
Absolutely. You see, while Home Minister Amit Shah was in the state of Bengal while promoting for the Bharatiya Janata Party ahead of the elections, we have seen about the charge sheet that was launched by the Bharatiya Janata Party, where the mention of institutional corruption was there in bold for the Trinamool Congress government. And that is where cut money, or the problem with the governmental schemes where the leaders of the Trinamool Congress Party has been taking money and then getting jobs. One of the cases are the recruitment scam, the teachers for jobs scam, and such more other events where we have seen Trinamool Congress leaders like Partho Chatterjee being behind the bars even. In fact, we have seen his close aide Arpita Chatterjee also being alleged for the same incident, Anubrata Mandal. So these were the famous names that had came ahead. And also remember Mamata Banerjee, you were also stating that had made a mention this time during our election campaigns about these leaders who have been alleged in this cut money process of taking money from the people and then getting them jobs. So now, as soon as the new government has taken its shape in Bengal, we see that the Suvendu government is now making that investigation into the institutional corruption that has been taking in place in West Bengal over the years, over the 15 years long rule of the Mamata government. Not only that, there are two committees. That one is going to probe under the ST atrocity, and another is the institutional corruption where cut money was involved. Also remember that the person who is now heading it, the secretary, the IPS Damayanti Sen, she was one of the controversial police officers, because remember during the Park Street rape case, she was the one who was transferred by the then Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee in this case. Now under the Suvendu government, we see that this IPS has now been returned and has given a position of the secretary for this committee. So there are three important steps that is taking place in this, where we see first an investigation to be launched against the institutional corruption, second against the atrocities toward SC/ST, and third the return of this controversial IPS officer Damayanti Sen, who was transferred only because of her investigation in the matter of the Park Street rape case, which was another scam or another highlight of the Bharatiya Janata Party against the Mamata-led government.
All right, Ridhita, thank you very much for that very comprehensive update that you've provided us about Suvendu Adhikari's latest set of decisions and announcements. Let's turn our attention right now to the NEET paper leak controversy, because the CBI, after having taken over the investigations into the matter, has now arrested the 10th accused in this particular case. The 10th arrest has been made. The CBI has taken RCC coaching director Shivraj Motegaonkar into custody, and it's also produced Shivraj Motegaonkar before the Delhi Rouse Avenue court, seeking his custody. So presumably a series of elaborate submissions will be made to the magistrate there in order to provide custody to the CBI. The CBI has alleged that he was in conspiracy with one of the co-accused in the matter, and his relation with Kulkarni, who is considered to be one of the linchpins in this entire matter, is also under probe. He had the questions on April 24th, allegedly before the examinations were held, and he was also keen circulating the question paper and answers through his coaching center. Let me go across to my colleague Deepankar for more on this. Deepankar, what are the submissions to be made on the part of the Central Bureau of Investigation to seek custody of Motegaonkar and his links with Kulkarni as well as some of the other accused in the matter? Because Motegaonkar is known to be a reasonably well-known name in coaching class circles in Maharashtra.
Well, yes, Motegaonkar has been produced before the Delhi Rouse Avenue Court, where the CBI has sought 10 days police custody of Shivraj Motegaonkar. The CBI has alleged over here that he was in conspiracy with the co-accused and he had some relation with PV Kulkarni, who was arrested earlier. And that relation is now under probe. It has also been pointed out that he had the leaked question papers. So the devices that have been seized from Motegaonkar, in those devices, he had the question paper as well as the answer sheet, and he was the person who had circulated those question paper and answer sheet among the students who were attending his coaching classes. So this was the allegation that the CBI has made over here. CBI has also said that a video was also seized from his device where he is claiming that his questions were there in the NEET UG examination paper that was held. That is the impugned examination that was held. Apart from that, countering these allegations of the CBI, the defense has claimed that he has been teaching since 1999. So through his experience, he is now able to predict the question paper. So that does not make him an accused, and that there is no need for prolonged custody in this entire case. However, whether 10 days custody is given by the court is yet to be seen, as the court is yet to pronounce the order on the remand application of the CBI.
All right. Many thanks, Dipankar, for that elaborate update. We'll wait and see as to how the proceedings now pan out. We'll take a short break. We'll come back with more on the other side.